welcome to Abundant Gains. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Laura and I am a 23-year-old zero-based budgeter. And if you enjoy watching Budget with Me's cash envelope stuffings, sinking fund updates, and cash envelope unstuffings, then please do consider subscribing and join my abundant family. Today we are going to be updating my sinking funds budget because I am no longer deployed and I am working part-time at the mall. They pay me $11.10 an hour, and because I only work 3 or 4 days out of the week, I'm pretty much back to low income. Some people may think that that's not, but for me it pretty much is. I kind of see it as, if my bills are more than what I am making, then I kind of consider that low income. I do want to mention that this will not include my mini envelopes and my cash binder, because for my mini envelopes and my cash binder, I don't have goals set for these. I cash stuff whatever I am comfortable with in these and what I'm able to. So this is just kind of totally up to you, in my opinion, for these categories, or at least that's just how I do it. So like gifts, funds, all of these things, and my mini envelopes, which is groceries, eating out, toiletries, and spending, that's pretty much based off of what I need and want. So that is why I don't have goals for those. So we are solely just talking about my sinking funds, which are my high priority and a low priority binder. This is my high priority and this is my low priority, and they both are a mix of short-term and long-term goals. So you can break up however you want your categories for your savings. It's totally up to you. That's just how I do mine. And this will be a beginner-friendly video, so if you are curious to know how it is that us cash budgeters have pretty much do this, and how we know how much each envelope is getting as far as our savings go, then you're gonna want to keep tuning in and find out. Here is my budget planner from Clever Fox. If you guys want to purchase a budget planner or are in need of a new one, I highly recommend Clever Fox. They have great quality paper. They have tons of options online on their official website. And they also have stickers, which is really fun. I'm a huge sticker fanatic, so that's a plus for me. And if you use my code ABUNDANT10, you will get a 10% discount, and that will be linked in my description box along with all of the items that I use for my videos. Let's go ahead and take a look at what I already do have in my envelopes. So these are the amounts that I already do have, and because I am updating my sinking funds budget, I also am going to be taking away 2 envelopes that I do not see fit for my budget, and that is Black Friday and Christmas. There we go. So I did have a total of $665 with these 2 envelopes combined, and what I decided to do with that money, I used it to pay off a huge big chunk of my Surface Pro Best Buy credit card balance. So like I said before, I purchased my Surface Pro with my credit card with Best Buy. Okay, so I had to change up where my candle was, because since my AC is off, I am burning up and so is my phone. So I'm trying to adjust now everything. Okay, well, I'm actually gonna just put this here to the corner so I can move this up. There we go, because this candle is in my face, it's on my phone. Me and my phone are not okay. So back to what I was saying, I needed to do that in order to continue on with the process of getting a VA loan, since I'm going to be using that to purchase a home for me and my family. And so that needed to be done, and I didn't really have a lot of time, and so I had to pull from somewhere, and I didn't want to pull from my savings challenge, and I didn't want to pull from my savings either, because savings is like the complete last resort. I will try to pull out from anywhere else before I pull from my savings, and I've been doing so good with this savings challenge, I really didn't want to take out that amount. So I figured, with the savings challenge, since it's a $4,000 goal, when the Christmas holidays come around, I can pull some money from that. When I distribute it with all my other envelopes, I can put some money aside for Christmas, which should be more than enough because I'm not going to be doing a lot of Christmas shopping this year. And then for Black Friday, since I use Fetch and I scan in my receipts for points that go towards gift cards, I won't use the gift cards or anything yet until maybe the Black Friday season. And if I really want to use some of those gift cards for some deals and stuff, then I'll go ahead and use that. So that is my backup plan for these two envelopes. So now let's go ahead and get started with the fun part. No more rambling. So normally I actually have this chart that I'm about to do in my phone, but I use my phone to film, so I had to resort to pen and paper, which is totally fine. I am old school anyway. So right here we have our categories. So we're gonna put category, and I always write horribly when I'm filming. So category, line here, and then we have our goal or goals. And then we have our monthly amount and our stuffing amount. All right. So we are going to write all of our categories that you want to create for your savings, short and long term, or your sinking funds, whatever you want to call it. So we have emergency, we have medical, and I won't put in my savings challenge because the $4,000 goal, when I reach that, is just based off of how, like, when I scratch it off. So quick example, this is the platinum challenge, which is $4,000 goal, and this is what I have been scratching off since I started this at the beginning of the year in January. Now you see what I mean by, like, when I reach that, it's just based off of the numbers that I scratch off. So that isn't really going to be calculated in any sort of way. What I'm going to do now is come up with the goals. Aside from the money that I already have in here, we're just gonna act like I have nothing. So we are just going to start fresh. So emergency, my goal, my first year of budgeting was 1,000, and I reached 1,000. Now I'm going to set that goal for 3,000, and I'm trying to keep in mind my budget and my income. Again, I'm working part-time, and it's part-time because I'm studying some IT stuff to take certifications to get an IT job in the summer or by the end of the summer. So I don't want to overwork myself, and because I already have money saved up, I do not feel the need to be a workaholic right now. So I want to focus on my studying and still just being realistic with my goals. Okay, so remember to just be realistic. And medical, my goal was 500 and I have 1235 this time around. I'm gonna also do 3,000. Savings is 2693. My goal was 3,000 the first year. Oops, that was my knee hitting my table. And instead of the 3,000, since I'm only $400 away from that, I'm gonna do 5,000. And taxes is, it's not really like, I don't know how to explain this, but taxes, I had a set amount that I wanted to be putting in there, but because I do take this out, or I do use taxes like 2 or 3 times a year to pay my property taxes and a tax advisor when I file my taxes, I don't really have I have a goal, but I don't cash stuff to that goal. Or I did, but I don't want to do that anymore. So I'm just going to say that my ultimate goal for taxes, even after I spend some of that money, is $750. So I want to have $750 in there. Every time I spend something, that is still going to be what my ultimate goal is. You know, it's kind of hard to like mess with that knowing that you're going to pull from it. So I'm just going to say 750. That's what I want to aim for. Tattoos will not be calculated because tattoos, I can set a goal for something, but I don't want to limit myself just because tattoos is based off of how big your tattoo is and what do you want and all that good stuff. So I just put in what I can after everything else has already been budgeted. So future home, I also will not have a goal for that right now. And I never had a goal for that. I just put in what was left over after everything else was taken care of. Mystery though did not have a goal, but this time around it will. And that goal will be $3,000. Vacation, my goal was $5,000 and I did get to reach that $5,000 goal, but I went on vacation and now I'm at $3,967. But I'm going to keep my goal at $5,000, and then once I reach that $5,000, if I know I'm not going to be doing any more vacations and trips in the near future from that point, then I will go ahead and bring this up a little bit. Now we are going to get to how do I know how to put this money in. And all it is dividing. You divide this by how many months you have to reach that. So for all of these goals, because I am on a low budget right now, I'm going to act as if this is my living situation or my financial situation a whole year from now. Even though I plan on getting a job this summer in IT and that should bring up my income quite a bit, I don't want to, get my hopes up, I guess, or I just kind of want to be realistic. So I would do a year from now, but I feel like that might not be enough. So I'm going to set these goals for a year and 2 months from now. So 14 months. So that is the number that I will be dividing for all of these. And let me show you what I mean. I'm going to note down here, reach 14 months from now. And it is June 1st. So the goal is to reach this by August 1st of 2023. I think I did that right, the math, I don't know. So anyway, just to kind of break that down a little further. So now let's go ahead and get into the money. If I did not have money in here already, this is what I would do. It's 3,000. Divide that by 14. And that is the goal that I'm trying to aim for a month, every month, okay? And then I would divide that by how many times I'm getting paid in a month. Most people get paid bi-weekly, but there are some people that are monthly, just once a month, like salary earned. There are some that are paid every week, so 4 times a month. And then there's some that are paid twice. So I'm one of the paid twice people. So 214 divided by 2, and that gives me 107. So this is what I am trying to cash stuff every time I get paid, all right, for like just that paycheck. And then the next paycheck, that is when I'm trying to cash stuff again. After everything else, like after my mini envelopes or after your variable expenses have been budgeted, then you want to move on to your sinking funds, and this is what you're aiming for. Now I do want to say you do not have to aim for this. If it is out of your reach, then you may want to just extend your numbers a bit further, or change up your goals to where it fits and suits you and your income and your budget. So because I already have money in these categories, I'm going to subtract 3,000 by what I already have, which is 1,270, and that is going to leave me with 1,730, and that is what I still need to reach to get to 3,000. I will divide this by 14, and it gives me 123. So I'm going to round that up to 124 just to make this easier. So my monthly goal is 124 that I should be putting in there total for emergency for the next 14 months. Then I will divide this by 2 because that's how much I'm getting, that's how many times I get paid a month, and that's $61. And I will move that up to $62. And that is how I know what to put into all of my envelopes for the ones that are goal based. So let's go ahead and now do the rest. So 3,000 minus 1235, which is what I have in medical. I will divide this by 14 and I get 126. 126 is my monthly amount that I'm trying to put in there. You can put more if you make more. You know, some months are really good months and you may make a little bit more than the usual, or if you have any like side income, you can add that into this as well. And then I'm going to divide this by 2 again, and 63. I'm gonna move that up to 64 because I do not like odd numbers. Savings goal is 5,000 and I have 2693. This is how much I still need. Divide this by 14 and that's 164. And I did get paid today, so I will be implementing this into my budget with me when I go over that video, or when I do that video right after I film this. So 164 and then divide that by 2, so $82. And then taxes is not like, that's just whatever I can put in there. And then mystery 3,000, I have 1747 in there. Divide that by 14 and that's 89, but I'm just gonna round it up to 90, so $90. And well, I mean, I guess I could have just stuck with the 89.50 divided by 2, which is 44. And we're just gonna, let's see, what would it be if it was this 90 divided by 2? Yeah, we're just gonna do 45 because I already did 90, so 45. And then vacation 5,000, I have 3967. Divide that by 14 and divide, well, 73, but we're gonna move it up to 74. Divide that by 2 is 36. Well, let me see, hold on. 74 divided by 2, 37. We'll do 38. Why not? Why not? Okay, so we're gonna add up these numbers. So every time I get paid, my goal is to add $291 into my sinking funds. And then that's not including these, which typically tattoos doesn't get more than like $20 at a time if I can afford that. And then future home will get a bigger chunk of whatever I have left, if I have anything left. Or in that case, I wouldn't even cash stuff tattoos. I would do what's more important, which would be taxes and future home. So sometimes some envelopes do not get cash stuffed, and that's totally okay. And that is pretty much how I am going to work with my sinking funds for the next few weeks or months until I get the job that I want. And I do want to create a like treat yourself or self-care kind of envelope to add into my savings. Like when my birthday comes around and stuff like that, I would love to like splurge on myself and pull from an envelope like that, so I won't have to pull it from savings. But I think once I get the job and have a income that will more so suit my lifestyle, then I will go ahead and add that envelope in there. But for right now, we're just going to stick with what we got. And savings challenges, I do want to mention, since I'm working with a low budget here, savings challenges are awesome for low budgets. And let me show you guys a few examples. These are some savings challenges that I got from debtfreepanda on Instagram. Now, what are savings challenges? Savings challenges are little challenges and like print offs and downloadable prints and stuff like that that people sell that you can buy to help you get to your goals faster. So like I'm doing a $4,000 savings challenge, which once I reach that goal, it will be distributed throughout all of my envelopes, which will help me a ton. What's awesome about savings challenges is you can look for whatever savings challenge fits you and what you can afford for a savings challenge. And a lot of times, if you are a worker with tips, side hustles, side income, savings challenges are great for that kind of working environment, in my opinion. Like if I was still a server like I was in the past, I would definitely have a good savings challenge or two. If you do not have enough after your bills are paid to cash stuff, you can always work on savings challenges, and I think it's just a great way to start budgeting. So like this one is a $350 savings challenge. This one is just a cash withdrawal slip, which I'm so in awe of this. It's so cute. She threw this in there for me. This is a $1,000 savings challenge, and this is a $1,500 savings challenge. And this is a no swiping challenge. So try not to swipe your card. If you do, scratch a card. If you do, scratch a card and save that amount. So there's so many savings challenges out there for people that maybe are not in a position to start cash stuffing and may just feel overwhelmed by all of it. Savings challenges is a great way to start, in my opinion. So that's a little advice. And before I close this video out, I want to say that you do not have to start with 1,000 categories for your cash stuffing journey. So when I started my cash stuffing journey, I did not have invest. I did not have, did not have like my Best Buy credit card stuff. I did not have extra car payment. So I just started with like the simple things like clothing. Beauty and clothing weren't even separated. That was all in one. And then for my sinking funds, I only had like 5 or 6 categories. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Had 11, but when I first started, I only had emergency medical savings. I did not start with future home or mystery and vacation and taxes, I think. So I only had these 5. I did not have any savings challenges, or I did not use any. I did not have a tattoo envelope. I did not have future home and mystery. I didn't add future home and mystery into my budgeting journey until about 6 months after I had already started, which is why some have more, like vacation has more than future home. Don't feel pressured and don't feel overwhelmed. This is all at your pace. You could start with savings challenges, and then when you feel like you kind of have a better grasp of it all, you can start branching out to creating categories and getting envelopes and all of that good stuff. And this is just mainly a guidebook, a cheat sheet per se. Sometimes, like I said, I'm not able to cash stuff those goals, but as long as I'm close to it and I just keep pushing, everything's gonna work out and you will reach those goals eventually. So don't feel defeated if one day you just can't put in for some like you're supposed to. It's totally okay. It happens to me all the time. And I hope that this video helped you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Have a great month of June. It is Pride Month. I am a part of the LGBT community and it's awesome here. I love it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.